And we're back. How's it going, Song of Ice and Fire fans? It's Grant from EAGT Miniatures, joined by my good friend Cole. How's it going, Cole?
Very well, thank you. Very well. How are you, sir?
I'm all right, mate. I'm all right. It's hard to tell on a Sunday, isn't it? Because you're sort of like, you had the weekend, pretty chilled out, but work's looming the next day. So it's hard to tell whether I'm actually okay or if I'm actually clinically depressed at this stage of the game. Do you know what I mean?
I know, mate. My thoughts have already returned to packing up the kit ahead of tomorrow. I'm
Yeah.
trying not to think of that, mate. I've got, this conversation with us to look forward to. So, it's the highlight of my Sunday.
Awesome, mate. Awesome. And we've got loads to talk about today as well. But just while we wait for people to join into the chat, how are you finding Season 6? You play much games recently on it?
Yes. So, obviously took part in Daventry Battle of the Chain Stag a few weeks ago and won that with the new and improved Targs.
Yep.
So absolutely loving it, and I've tried a new Bolton list. So I've had good crack with them, and they seem to be firing on a few more cylinders. So yeah, it's all positive, and it's been really nice playing into all these different list builds that are cropping up now. So I've been all for it. I've really enjoyed the new updates. You?
Yeah, mate, yeah. I saw it's really weird because I'm really enjoying list building again. This as part of season 6. Just these different attachment stuff has been great. Obviously, I've been recording a lot of content with sort of faction experts to release the faction overview series. So getting their sort of insight has been really got the creative juices flowing when it comes to list building. So I've been started playing a little bit of Targaryens. Obviously, they're really good with the updates to the attachments. Then I've moved to Starks and really enjoy playing them, especially with the Cranberry Survivalist and the sort of synergies he brings with Rob Stark, which has been really, really cool. And very recently, obviously, as part of the Squires of Ice and Fire, I've been playing more Greyjoys, and I'm really, really enjoying Greyjoy as well. The extra attachment points just really, I think, are really changing the game at the minute.
Yeah, across the board as well. And it's been nice because it's thrown it all up in the air again, and all the list buildings taking a change for the better.
Yeah.
Like we've had this conversation before about growing up as kids playing the old Warhammer and all the theory crafting from our army books, and it, like you said, the excitement with that is the same as what we're getting with this new list building.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. There's a few people in the chat now. So we've got Squiggy, Connor from down towards the south, who obviously just ran the Battle of the Bay today. So I was watching some of their streams online. That was really good. Welcome. Hello, Connor. Naz is here. Is a good old reliable. Paul Manning's here. And Colin Collar. Colin's already won Best Painted for the AGT for the same Baratheon army he's been running for the last 10 years. Awesome.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, cool.
He can only do with so many paintbrushes, though, mate. You know what I mean? He needs to give it up for someone else.
It does, mate. It does. I'm going to ban him from winning if he comes with the same units of Champs of the Stag. He's not allowed to or Stag Knights. He's not allowed to win them. Awesome.
Yeah, 100%.
Cool. Okay. Well, let's get stuck in. We've got a few people in the chat, so we can get cracking with it. So, obviously, we're going to get through a bit today. We've got loads of quite big updates, some sponsorship stuff, and Colin, don't ouch me, mate. You've just got your paint new army, mate. Come on, get involved. So we've got quite a few updates to get through today. So we've been working really hard in the background. There's been a bit quiet, but we've been working to get this looking really, really sweet. We've only got just over a month left before we're going to start bringing the big guns in. So first and foremost, attendance gifts. So we have announced this already. So the initial attendance gifts are going to be these NCU influence tokens that we've had created especially for this tournament and the LGT, but this one as well. So these are really cool. Obviously, you've already bought your ticket. I've given you yours, so you've already been using them. Are they practical for you? How are you finding them?
Yeah, very useful, mate. It's nice. I quite like having visual aids like that anyway. So being able to take the influence token and put it on a unit reminds me to refer to the cards as opposed to chucking the card out and then losing it. So yeah, it's been really handy, really good quality, and I'm loving them. So everyone else will.
Well, as a little bit of a bonus here, so I obviously got mine and I put mine in the plastic coin holders. Because it was cheaper buying from Temu, I bought a pack of them. But unfortunately, I could only buy a pack because they wouldn't ship it out. So I bought loads of packs. So if people need coin protection a day, I'm now the coin protector merchant of the UK for Temu. So yeah, I'll have some the other day. And I'll work out a price, but people just buy them on the day, and so they can coin protect them straight up for them if they want them. I'm not looking to make money out of them, so basically what I ended up paying, which probably about 20p a set, I think. Yeah, they're but they're nice. It's much better than having your cards around the table. It keeps things a lot tidier, doesn't it?
Yeah, totally. And what I like about these ones as well, mate, is you've got the new NCU influences on there as well. So it's not just all the older factions. You've got the Brotherhood influences there as well.
Yeah.
So all inclusive, shall we say?
That's not a Brotherhood influence, mate. That's my nan on a coin. I just did that one extra. I've actually put that one in my little pendant around my neck now.
All right. Okay. Yeah.
She looks a little bit like the ghost of High Heart, but it's not. That's just my nan.
Sure thing. I'll take your word for it, mate.
She's popping out of Tesco's to go and get a loaf of bread when I took that picture. Bless her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. So yeah, so the coins. Okay, sweet. So on top of that, we're going to have our faction-specific tactic boards as well. So everyone that attends will get one. There, obviously, a lot of people that have been attending our tournaments have already got the factions board, so we're probably going to end up opening this up a little bit more so that people could just basically choose one on a day, because giving it out, a lot of people play same faction, dedicated to same factions, especially coming into a more competitive tournament. I think that you sort of don't want to force people to take a different faction just so they get a different board. So we'll probably just give out ones that people ask for on a day. So if you already got one for your faction, we'll probably give you one of the other ones, which is nice, unless you're neutral, in which case you haven't got one, so you can't have it.
That makes sense. That's a good shout as well, mate, because, we've had, quite like you said, we've had a few people attend a few different events, all getting different tactics boards, so it'd be nice to mix it up.
Yeah, definitely. Brian's in the chat. Good evening, Brian. Is it evening? Isn't it 7 o'clock evening nowadays?
It is, mate. It is. Evening, Brian.
So I'm 30.
So,
go on.
I know we've talked about tactics boards, mate, but what are we doing about? Do we have any dice bags?
Do you want to talk about prizes?
Well, I thought attendance prizes. Let's get into the main bit, shall we?
Yeah, let's get in the main bit. Right, so let's talk about prizes. So, if you were to shape an ideal sort of prize pool for your tournament, what would you go for?
Strippers.
Strippers. Nice. Right.
Sorry.
Well,
Sorry.
that's
Yeah. Dice bags.
dice bags. We've got dice bags, like these, like the Brecken, Targaryen. Yeah, them ones. There's,
nice. What about promo sculpts? Are they kicking about?
We've got promo sculpts, mate. We've got promo sculpts to show on screen here. Lovely.
Oh, nice. You got the Vargo and the Renly. Yep, very nice. What about them fancy dice trays?
Well, let's just talk about the promo sculpts. So we have got some of the Rhaenyra and Alicent ones as well, but it's not pictured on the screen right now because I couldn't take a picture in time. But we have got plenty of promo sets ready to go.
Sweet. Nice one.
Well, you're after?
Dice trays.
Dice trays like these.
Boom. There we go.
We got EAGT dice trays. We got, for the winner of the whole tournament, gets an East Anglian Grand Tournament 2025 one, which is really nice. I'm a little bit gutted I didn't get some more done in this colour because I really like this really nice bright bluish whitish sort of colour. It really the EAGT one's nice, but just I really like the idea of these ones being quite bright. But also, being the winner of the tournament, there's only one person going to walk away with this tray, so there'll only be one in existence. So that's something pretty sweet as well, right?
That's pretty Gucci, mate. Yeah, very unique, and they're top quality as well. Really nice trays.
Yeah. I was gonna try and roll some dice in it and see what the numbers come up, but I thought I'd roll shit dice anyway, so it's not going to do any favours to anyone.
Can't be any worse than what I roll, mate.
But yeah.
So, what are we doing for spot prizes and trophies?
Oh, spot prizes and trophies, mate. That's what we want out as well, dear. So we've got spot prizes and trophies like this.
Oh. It's like you're prepared for this, isn't it?
It's almost like we've had this conversation prior to this stream, mate. We're very, very, very. But we haven't, obviously. We only met this morning.
Yeah.
So, in much the EAGT's way of tournament TOing and arranging and stuff, we've got the mugs. So we've got 6 of these East EAGT mugs on the day for spot prizes. Spot prizes will be announced at the beginning of every single round. Well, James will probably be announcing that because James is the voice behind the TO stuff. And also these Trophies, obviously, got first place the Rightful King, second place the King that never was, and third place Hand of the King. So yeah, we've got trophies. We've got trophies.
Nice one, mate. Nice one. They look lovely as well. Very nice.
Just dipping into the chat then. So we've got Brian, Class. Yeah, mate. We really want to make this tournament stand above all of our other tournaments as a as a TO troop as EAGT. So we want to make sure we really pull the stops out for this to make sure we have everything for you guys to have a great weekend. And as I say, we've got loads to announce today, so this is just the first bite of the cherry. Grant's new Del Boy song. I am a little bit like Del Boy. No, to be fair, mate, that's definitely you, Cole. I'm pretty sure I've seen you driving around in a three-wheeler yellow car selling dice bags out the back.
I thought you were going to call me out for my sheepskin coat then.
No, that's not really Del Boy, mate. I feel that makes you with a Winston Churchill character, that and a massive cigar hanging out your gob.
Well, you know me, mate. Everything's Cushty, aka well, that's my nickname.
Awesome. Naz asked me if you've got any dice left at this point.
Yeah, I've just replied to him. I'm working my way through the Temu dice. They're nice and cheap.
Awesome. Cool. Okay, so that's this is basically the Simon pool of price what we got. I am working on some other stuff. Whether it'll come through or not, I don't know. But I'm hoping, I'm optimistic that something else should be coming up as well. But I won't announce that until I've got that definite, because I don't want to sort of get people's hopes up and it not come through. But you know, plenty to be getting on with to start with.
Fair enough, mate. So what we're doing about the best in affiliation then?
Right. So best in club affiliation is what we started doing this in the Free Swords a while back, because you know it's what really sort of the community is always what stands out about this game. And this sort of pushes that element. So if you and let's get the stuff up on the screen now. So basically, you need to have at least 4 members from the same club in attendance to qualify. That means that your club affiliation has to be on stats the same. And I'm not going to be worried about if you haven't put the before Chumps of Bunker. It'll matter for pairings at the start first round, but it won't matter for this, for example. You know, I can tell that the Chumps of Bunker is probably the same as Chumps of Bunker. So you need to have 4 members in the club to attend it. If that needs to be locked in by the 16th of May, which will change in a minute, because let's change it now. There you go, 6th of June. I made a mistake when obviously this was supposed to go live a couple of weeks ago, but by the 6th of June. So by the 6th of June, you need to have everything locked in. So that's just because we need a bit of time to get your trophies and stuff, which I'll show in a minute, for your thing. And it's basically just to help give a bit more incentive for you guys to travel up together as part of a club. 4 people in the car, you know that one of you is going to go home with a trophy of some sort. I'm not saying that you definitely won't win the first place, but at least you can definitely guarantee that out of 4 people in the car, you're going to be walking away with at least a certificate and the trophy. So far we've got the Warren to the South, the Chelmsford Bunker, the Sherwood Brotherhood, and the Hornchurch Heroes. There are a few Steadfasters sitting on 3. If they can potentially squeeze one more out, maybe bring Tom Tyler out of retirement, they'll qualify as well. So that's quite cool. Michael Express Train haven't quite hit 4 yet, I don't think, but potentially they're sitting right on the cusp of it. Maybe get Pascal to stop dressing up as a Viking for the weekend and get involved with the EAGT.
What about the Wardens of the Northwest? Have we got any of them coming?
We've got Brian's coming, but the rest of them couldn't make it. I think, I don't know about the others, but Psycho Steve was definitely terrified about losing that weekend, so he bottled out.
I thought he was made of sterner stuff, that man, honestly.
Yeah, well, apparently not, mate. Apparently not. But Brian's coming, so it's just at least Brian's coming.
Chieftain Brian, there we go.
So the trophies look like this. They're basically like a very small version of the first and second and third place. They've got the best in club and the club thing there. I do need your logo submitted to me. This is all in the player pack that will be a player pack that will be going out during this episode. We're going to go through it at the end anyway. Just a quick glaze over. If you submit your logo, I'll put your logo on these trophies. That's why I need it by the 6th of June, just so I can get these made and ready in time for the tournament. So that's quite nice. I quite like it as a best in club thing. Allows us to sort of just give back a little bit more as well. You know, we're not keeping any of the ticket money, so it's nice to just push it all back into the laps of the players who invest in it, right?
Yeah, 100%, mate. Brian's asking in the chat, can he join in with one of the other clubs then? He's happy to be a merc.
Yeah. You can, like I say, speak to Chris Eustace and jump in with Steadfast. They're missing one. Or maybe a club with Steve Butler, Darkman. He's out as a LWG, his group. Well, no, Stone Cold Mercenaries, isn't they? So yeah, you got options there, Brian. Definitely some options there, mate. But I do think Steadfast will be pissed off though if you join them and then take best affiliation from them though. Exactly, Connor. Bit of envy in the car ride home. Exactly. You know, that's what it's about, isn't it? Building friendships at last. Cool. Okay, so that's it for best in affiliation.
Nice one. And then obviously we've got the best painted, I suppose, to discuss next, haven't we?
Best painted, mate. We have got massive news for this. Artists Opus are fully backing best painted.
Oh, amazing.
To a completely new level. So what they're actually, I'll put it next on screen now. So these guys, they've given us prizes, a 5-brush gift set for best painted army, best painted unit, best painted monster, and best painted single miniature at the weekend. Exactly how we're going to judge that, we're still up in the air yet. If we might, you know, we either we'll do it or we'll have to get a guest judging or something. But yeah, there's one of these gift sets. These gift sets, mate, are worth £65 each.
That's incredible.
Yeah. And they've given us, they've come in, they've said, I asked them if they're interested in being involved, and they said, yeah, 100%, let us know what categories you've got. We'll send you out a free starter set or free gift set, a brush set for each thing. And yeah, they've come through and given us some of these S-Series brushes, some of these D-Series brushes, purely for this event to give away for each of those categories. And the only thing that will set above best army than all the other places is that you're going to have, obviously, the filming with us to do an online discussion about your army and paint techniques and stuff. So I'm really pleased with it, mate. This is really good.
Yeah, mate, that is fantastic. I don't think we can ever express how grateful we are, really, like to the support we get from the likes of Artists Opus. Really and truly. And I've never been able to get my hands on a set of the brushes. Maybe that's because I'm not a very good painter. We'll see. One day, mate. It's aspirational, should we say, to get up to that level. But honestly, it's fantastic the support they're offering.
100%, mate. 100%. And you know, it's allowed us to put the money into prize pool elsewhere because we haven't got to look at buying prizes for best painted. They're given to us to give away. So you guys have got the full whack in your lap of prize support. And I'll get into this a bit more in a minute because we've had some other massive sponsors come in as well. So best painted. That's nice, isn't it?
Amazing.
Right.
Amazing. So we've got best painted support. What are we doing for event support?
So we've actually been supported by Asmodee UK for this. They have sent us through, if you're part of the EAGT WhatsApp chat, you already have seen by now the summer stuff they've submitted to us. So this is basically what they've given us. They have given us, I asked for some prize support. They sent through 6 boxes. I honestly thought my wife was going to divorce me because there just loads of toys come through and I had to sit there and convince her that it wasn't me buying it. These are just prize support sent through by Asmodee to support the event. So we've got loads of prize support. I mean, we don't know how we're going to divvy this up yet. We haven't got around to that conversation, but there is enough here to definitely make people happy with what they received. Some of this as well goes into the Saturday night entertainment as well, which I'll get into when we get to that point. But I mean, it's some really cool stuff here for prize support, right?
Oh, mate, that's mega. Asmodee really stepped up this time. And to see so many nice shiny toys on the table as well, that's impressive, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have offered for you to store it around my house, but I can't guarantee I wouldn't have sold some of it.
What's that?
I said I would have offered to hold some of it around my house for you, but I can't guarantee I wouldn't have sold some of it for you.
I haven't got all of it, Grant, but I've got some more money. We go halves on it.
Yeah. You want to see Del Boy in action?
But yeah, again though, you're getting. We always say that product to us doesn't really matter for prize support. We know that people don't come to these events to get free toys, but it's a nice extra bit, right? You know, there's plenty of options here for neutral stuff. Maybe a new army. You know, you played EAGT, you got LGT coming up, UK Nationals, and you think, oh, well, I might try a new army. I might, if I'm lucky, pick up a starter set at EAGT to run into LGT. So that's quite nice, right?
Yeah, fantastic. Really well done.
Cool.
I love
Okay.
that.
Sweet. So that is the event support sorted out then. Not much room more to speak about there. If you turn up, you probably get some free toys.
Nice one. So what we're looking at? I think, tell you what, best in faction. What we're doing for best in faction?
Best in faction. So we've been sponsored by Titan Trays. So you know, that's not the only big thing about best in faction. So we'll get more into it in a minute. But Titan Trays have sponsored the prize support. So best in faction will walk away with a neoprene dice mat of the faction that they've won with. So as you can see on the screen now, you've got Targaryens, Martells, Baratheons. Only one not pictured is neutral, but I have since spoken to them and they've made us a neutral one. Well, they've made a neutral one now. They now said it, but they've made a neutral one because we obviously pushed the fact that we needed a neutral one to give it out as best in faction. So that's really great of them, and a massive thank you to Titan Trays for sponsoring the event and for sponsoring the best in faction. Really good. And I've already got the dice trays indoors. They're really nice quality. I believe Brian uses them because because I'm sure I've seen him use the Brotherhood one. But yeah, it's some really great price again, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's just something else extra that you're getting that we haven't had before.
Yeah, and do you know what? I love stuff like this because it flat packs nicely. It's easy to store, and then you get it there, you button it up, and then you've got you're not rolling it on the table and knocking miniatures over or having these disputed dice rolls. It's all getting chucked in a tray off to the side, pre-agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love stuff like that, mate. That's really good. Well impressed.
Nice. Is anything new coming in the chat? Let's have a look at the chat. What's going on in the chat then? So, great brushes. Carl can replace with 3D prints. Lovely jubbly. Oh, with his as he sells the toys. Yeah. Talk about paint as well. Yeah. It's good. You're right to speak to Colin about best paint stuff, Connor, because he does win best paint quite a bit. Yeah, it is good value, mate. Yeah, even better when it's free, right? And also, so the best in faction trophies by Brad Blackburn, our master of ships. So Brad has 3D printed these trophies off for us. He had them at his Southern GT. What we've sort of started to talk about is the fact that at the GTs now, these will become the best in faction trophies because sort of the idea being people can collect the trophies with different factions. I don't know how we would do it yet, but if you manage to win every single trophy, you'd need something big at the end, but I don't know what that would be. Maybe a life supply of Tiptree jam.
I mean, it's international, mate. Tiptree jam, so
yeah, exactly.
Just like you.
No, I'm just ginger. It's not international. But yeah, but these will be painted by the time you guys see them at the AGT. We've got little plinths from as well that we're going to put on there. Hopefully, going to get the little plaques as well on top of it, so with the best in faction, whatever it is, blah blah blah. EAGT 2025. So these will all be painted trophies by the time you guys see them, and yeah, they're really nice quality. Brad's done a really good job doing these. But yeah, I mean, it's something that you'd be pleased to have on your mantelpiece, right, next to the picture of your children.
Yeah, I mean, I saw these when we picked them up from him at the last event, and they do look really good. Brad, you've done a top job there, mate. Well impressed.
Yeah, definitely. Cool. Okay. So that's best in faction then. So then we move on to the next stuff, which is Saturday night premium entertainment.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop. Not strippers.
Not strippers. Boo.
Westerosi themed strippers.
I mean, we are in that part of Essex, so
Awesome. Right, so let's get stuck into this then. So, with the Saturday night premium entertainment, we've got quite a few bits going on. So we are going to start doing £35 tickets for the Saturday night entertainment. This will need to be paid in advance because details are in the description of how you can pay that across. And the details will be in the following slides for it. So it includes dinner on the Saturday night from a set menu, which needs to pre-ordered when you pay for your Saturday night ticket, and we will order that for you, so that'll be ready for you on the Saturday night in the hotel that we're running the event. So you won't need to move. You can literally it's in the next room. Also includes a Game of Thrones style quiz, a team quiz, with prize support given to us by ASMA the UK. So again, that's more product. Again, the more tickets we sell, the more money we can put back into prize support for this as well. But for the most part, it's just going to be product. It's mostly about just hanging out and having a laugh, and just exactly that. It's a bit of a social, right?
Yep, 100%, mate. That's what it's there.
So we did ask the hotel originally for prices on dinners, and they gave us the price. They gave us a massive menu, didn't they? It's huge. James actually, massive credit to James for getting involved with the venue and sorting out the meals and stuff. So they gave us a set menu, or they gave us initially the whole menu. So we negotiated cheaper prices if we did a far reduced menu. I believe you'll probably still be able to. If you this isn't for you, this isn't mandatory. So if you don't want to do this, you haven't got to do this. So you just you finish the day, go and have your meal, go up to your room and have an early night, or go to the bar. You don't need to do any of this. This is just for the people that want to make it more of a social on the Saturday night. So yeah, you can just basically have dinner there. But this set menu is covered in at £35. So we'll go through the menu in a minute. But I'm going to get involved. So I'm going to hand over to you because you know more about this, because this was all your stuff. And a massive thanks as well, Cole, for putting some time and effort into getting this sorted out. I know that you and James have been working hard in the background to make this work for everybody. So Even Entertainment is with the White Dragon activities. Do you want to go through what that involves and what's happening there?
Yeah, so White Dragon Activity Centre is, I think they're Essex, Suffolk borders, and it's a couple of LARPers who do like medieval sort of combat sword fight training. A few of us have been up to one of their places before and had a really good day where they sort of taught you some sort of sword fighting skills and basic dueling, and we did a little bit of archery there. But these guys can come down to us. They're going to put on some sword fighting training so we can do it in big groups and have the crack. And they're also going to bring an axe throwing cage so we can have 2 lanes of axe throwing going on while people are practicing sword fighting. So just something a little bit more immersive. And given that we're that sort of clientele, it's very thematic for us. So it's just nice to sort of have do something different, have a social, have a drink, have a laugh. And yeah, that's White Dragon Activity Centre. Check them out on Facebook if you want to find out a bit more. But there's a few of you that I know are going to be well down for this.
Yeah. The link to the website is in the player pack. So when this goes live and you've got the player pack, you just go and click on the link and it will take you there to have a look at what they do. But I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be great. I mean, for £35 you're getting entertainment, you're getting food, and you're getting the quiz as well. So we've made it as cheap as we physically can for you guys to basically. We're not making any money out of this. This is literally just a case of covering the costs. Priced it that if some people decide they don't want to do it, we're still going to cover our costs and not be out of pocket by running this all for you. And I can't wait. I think it's going to be great. Cool. So yeah, cheers again, Cole. Thanks for sorting that out for us.
That's all right, mate. That's all right. It's all booked in. So yeah, it's just a case of getting the logistics sorted out when we're there. We're going to need to take over quite a chunk of the hotel parking.
Awesome. Cool. Okay. Next up, obviously in the chat, we just got Dan Gilbert. Evening, Dan. How's it going, mate? And Squiggy says, "Hell yeah, I do Viking like Pascal. Well up for this." I think Pascal might be running the night, won't he? He's there throwing the axe for us.
Yeah. Probably.
So yeah, just going into the set dinner then. So the dinner's chosen from the following: chicken curry served with basmati rice, poppadoms and mango chutney, a bacon cheese beef burger with chips, battered pollock fillet and chips served with garden peas and tartar sauce, 3 bean sweet pot chili with rice. That's the vegan option. And obviously it's all served with a soft drink as well as part of the price, so you get a soft drink for it, not an alcoholic drink, but it just means you have to take a break from drinking at that point. So I think it's quite a nice varied menu there. Some of the favourites that we see at most events we go to, right? Especially the curry.
Yeah, definitely. Curry seems to always go down quite well, but like we've already said, we had to go for a big menu and just to sort of streamline things, make it easier for logistics. We've picked out what we've felt were the best options for people.
Yeah.
So, you know, James has been going backwards and forwards to the hotels and trying to work all that out. So, you know, credit to James where it's always time and effort that's gone into sort of pulling this together for us.
Yeah.
And you know, props to the hotel sort of accommodating us basically.
Yeah, definitely. You know, and if so we've got options there for every sort of person as well. The chicken curries, I think the chicken curries gluten free as well. So that's all. We got kind of things. If there's any worries about the menu or anything you think might be not suitable for you, just let us know. As soon as we know, we can make accommodations for you. Because we're going to make sure everyone's got a comfortable weekend. They're not left out. So if you want to take part in it, we want to make sure you've got exactly what you need. So any questions, do email them across via the email address on the my email address in the player pack. Words Sunday.
Words.
Work, work tomorrow.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, sweet. So yeah, it's nice meeting you. Again, massive thanks, James, sorting that out. Yeah, it's been a team effort all across this community event run by the community, right?
That's right, mate. That's right.
So next up, what we got? What did you say?
I was going to say, so next up, what we're going to talk about? Merch?
Let's talk about merch, mate. So we have Tom Sims has been hard at work making us some merch, completely unprompted as well. Just did it off his own back and said, you know, what do you think of these? That's fucking sweet, mate. So these are going to be sold at the event. We are going to have to do a pre-order for them because we're going to get them pre-ordered prior to the event and bring them along with us on the day. So I would recommend that at the point you order to the point you turn up, don't put on any weight. Because I don't want to see loads of blokes with a slits cut up the side because they want to try and fit in these shirts. But yeah, we need to work out exactly how we're going to do the pre-order. We'll be very vocal about that on the Facebook and on the WhatsApp group chats and stuff. So make sure you're joined on them. I think there's a link in the description. If there's not, I will put one in there so that at some point you can jump on there, and we'll put out a pre-order form for these shirts. But yeah, I really like it. I drink and I throw things. I mean, for you, I should say, I drink and I burn things, right?
Yeah, pretty much. It should be me holding a blowtorch in that back, but yeah, I can work with that.
Yeah. Brian's saying that he'll have one of each of the food the plates except for the beans. That ain't fair on his Sunday opponents. Well, it's a strong tactic, mate, isn't it? Forcing the quit.
Yeah, go for the full CBRN warfare as well.
Awesome, yeah. So yeah, well, these won't be expensive. I'll try and get them around about the £15 mark. Is where they normally sit. Just from my experience of band merchandise that you used to be involved with. So I think it'll probably be able to sit around that. And it'll be a lot of print on demand service for them.
Yeah, we just need to know a lead time really for that, don't we? So we can get them into the printers and to us before the event.
100%. So we're expecting more info on that soon. Next up, should we get involved with what everyone's here for, which is the early bird draw, right?
That's it, mate. I'm going to win it. So, you know.
What's going on here? It's the wrong program. It's the wrong
one,
mate. It's the wrong one. It's here.
Play some lift music. There we go.
So, if you bought your ticket prior to the beginning of May, I believe it was, when at the end of April, we were going to put you in a early birds spin the wheel to win a starter set of your choice. So that is what we are going to do.
Drum roll, please.
Drum roll. I'll make sure I'm on the right window though. There you go then. So click to spin. Here we go.
Oh.
Chris Tamplin.
Oh, Chris Tamplin. Well done, Chris.
Well done, Chris. Well done. So we'll be in contact with you, mate. We'll have a quick talk over. What's that thing? He popped up on the screen. Look, what a fucking knob. Right, so Chris, get in contact, mate, and we'll sort you out your free start set of your choice. And I'm gonna get this thing off before I fucking up showing like pictures of myself nude that I sent to the wife. No one needs that.
For us to zoom on your camera ain't very good, mate, isn't it?
It's very true, mate. It's very, very true. Right, okay, cool. So, what are we into now then? So let's get into. I think it's the event pack now, right?
Yeah, it is, mate. Yeah.
So let's do that. Here we go. There we go. That's the wrong page, isn't it? That's not the one I want. Where is the cover? Oh, it doesn't matter. Cover right now. That's brilliant. Cheers, Grant. Thanks for ruining that for everybody. Right. So this is the first page of the starter the Tawny pack. So I'm going to get into it in detail. You guys can read it on your own. But for the most part, so just we're going to go through the main parts with you all. So yeah, obviously 40-point tournament with a 4 points for attachments, which is a season 6 event. 6 rounds, 2 days at the Best Western Thurrock Hotel, Ship Lane in Averley, Purfleet. The venue's open from 9 o'clock in the morning, Saturday the 28th. Is actually, obviously, people have got accommodation for the night before as well. So if you're, the hotel actually opens a lot way before 9 o'clock, but we have to put a start time on the event. So if you guys are at 8 o'clock, you can wade in and get your stuff ready, and it'll be ready to sort of go. But the event starts for us at 9 o'clock in the morning. Myself, Carl, and James will be there the night before, so we're going to be setting up ready to go. So there'll be none of this awkward streaming stuff that you'll be undoubtedly familiar with at EAGT's events. Won't be have to worry about that. That'll be all sorted out. It's all descriptions down on the transport. If you, for the most part, I think most of you are going to be driving, so I just sat nav it to get there. And yeah, you'll basically be yeah, you
Sorted.
yeah,
Sorted
yeah,
out.
yeah. I think I've duffed up my slides, but there we go. Right, there we are. Yeah, so if it'd be easy enough to get there if you just use a sat nav. It's just off the M25. I know the M25 is a rubbish road, but it's easy enough to get to off the main roads. Just obviously give yourself a lot of enough time to be able to get parked up. Free parking there as well, so there's no way about parking. It's behind a secure gate, so when you get there, just park up, walk in, get sat down, and say hello, and we can, pretend like the last event hasn't actually ended, and we're carrying on from the last one. So it's all good stuff. Anything to add to that other than me cocking up the slides?
No, you're good, mate. You're good. We're all pretty set. We're pretty much going to be taking over the hotel, so it should be an abundance of parking for people. So there's no worries there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it'd be nice to catch up with you. So as and when you turn up, hopefully there's a few of you also going to be there the night before.
Yeah.
So we can have a bit of a pre-social.
Yeah. I'm really looking forward to it, mate. It's going to be great. It's going to be really going to be good. Okay. Next up, we have the 40-point list, 2-list format. I don't need to get into this, guys. You know exactly what this is. All the links for stats is on there. Just the main points being obviously that you must provide both 2 army lists before on stats. Neither list can be modified once tournament's begun. Both lists must be the same faction. Both lists cannot exceed the maximum point value of the game size, which is 40 points plus your 4 points of free attachments. For your 4 points of free attachments, that's not even a thing, is it? 4 points of attachments. LE list must be submitted to Song of Ice and Fire stats and submitted to tournament by a list lock, so the list lock deadline is the 26th of June at 6 o'clock. 26th of June, I think, is a Wednesday or a Thursday I think it's a Wednesday because the idea being that we do the live list reveal on the Thursday night at 7 o'clock. Oh no, we do that. No, sorry, the lost fucking hell. Right.
This Sunday for you, mate, innit? Do you want to put your teeth in and start again?
Actually, the tall pint of whiskey, I think, will do straighten me right out. So list lock is on the Thursday night at 6 o'clock, and then myself and probably James, it'll probably be James because obviously you're actually in the tournament. James isn't playing the tournament, so it'll be James will be doing the live list reveal hour after list lock, basically just doing our talk through each of the lists. Probably won't be as deep as the ones before because the amount of people that are playing in the tournament, but we'll have a quick scan over it. Then obviously list restrictions are in effect. So you can use whatever you own. If this includes stuff that's not released in the UK, it's okay as long as you paid the gold price. Only restrictions in place so that you can only use options available on the Song of Ice and Fire stats website. Because if it's not on there, then the opponent can't check your list and we can't sort of work around it that way. And all models in an eye must be represented by the appropriate Song of Ice and Fire Dark Sword miniatures. Proxies may not be used, so you can't come along with your Empire Militia telling me they're bolt and cutthroats. It's not going to slide. Conversions are acceptable, so as long as primarily Dark Sword miniature or Simon miniature, it's absolutely fine. But you can't have just can't run your Mordheim gang and tell me it's a unit of anything else.
Yeah.
Painted armies aren't mandatory, but strongly encouraged. So, other than the fact that I can't think or talk today, have you got anything to add to that?
No, obviously the thing about the models being represented is because there has been a degree of CMON endorsement, and this is a big tournament, so it's an official standing, given the scale of the tournament we're running, basically.
Yeah. Awesome. Cool. So this is event timing. So Saturday, 28th of June, we're running 3 rounds per day because a lot of feedback we've received over the last year or so of running events is that people are not really up for playing 4 rounds in one day at the minute. They find it quite taxing. So if we can, we'd rather run the 3 events in one day, 6 over the 2 days as a 3-3 split, still giving people plenty of time to get home. So open event and registration at 9 to 9:30. Then we have a special message from myself and a special guest. Round 1, Darts Dragons. Then we got the lunch and paint competition. Then round 2, Winds of Winter, and round 3, Clash of Kings. All times up on screen. They're in the player pack, which is what this is, and you can check that out where you need to. Lunch will be various sandwich platters on the first day. We're going to get them from I can't remember one of the supermarkets. There'll be options for vegan and gluten-free there as well, and various snacks and stuff. So that's the lunch on the first day. So on the mini text at the bottom there, so list restrictions finalised. There's been some confusion about this in the past. What this means is the list restrictions are finalised on the 13th of the 6th, not the list lock. So list restrictions means if there's an update after this point, it will be ignored because we can't expect everyone to learn all the other armies and play competitively, having only had a week or two to adjust to the rules. So that's what that means. Again, list submission deadline 26th for the 6th. Live list reveal and discussions on our YouTube channel on the 26th for the 6th. And bar opening times will be midday till midnight. There is a second bar at the venue, the main bar. So if at midnight you feel you still need to drink, you can move into the main bar itself and carry on drinking there. Just obviously be respectful of the venue as well. So quite a fun-packed day there for the first day, Carl.
Yeah, it is, mate. It's going to be busy, but I'm glad it's 3 rounds. Like we said, 4 rounds in a day can be really taxing. So it's just nice. It's, everyone's there to have fun, chill out, and have a good crack with people. And I think we've got it pretty pinned down and sussed out for everyone, haven't we? And then obviously the entertainment in the evening.
We'll get into that now then. So the entertainment. So this is obviously the social side of it. Do you know what, Dan? I haven't put it in here, but we are doing chosen terrain for this event. It's not going to be random. It's chosen. It's not in the player pack, but I'll add that in there. So attendance to the social is mandatory. Obviously, it tells you how to buy a ticket, what it includes. So the evening social, White Dragon Entertainment. That's not what they're called. What are they called? White Dragon Activity Centre.
White Dragon Activities, yeah.
Yeah. So that's going to be going from 5 till 7. So the people that finish their games early can obviously head out and start with their sword practice and stuff. There's no rush. That's going for 2 hours. So if you guys, if you finish your game, you want to go up to your room, have a shower, change, maybe go have a quick drink at the bar before you go out there. Obviously, don't drink loads of alcohol because they won't let you do the axe throwing. But yeah, it gives you opportunity to better go and get freshened up if you need to. But 2 hours there of White Dragon stuff. Then dinner is between 7 and 8, and then the Game of Thrones quiz goes to 8 till 9. Again, the actual bar is open until midnight, so you can carry on drinking until midnight, 1 o'clock in the main bar. Again, please be respectful of the venue. We're hoping it's going to go really well, and we're hoping to do it again next year. If you smash the hotel up, we're probably not going to let us back. But so yeah, I know you guys wouldn't do that, but yeah, just be respectful. So yeah, that's even social.
Yeah, mate. Looking forward to it.
Nice. This is the obviously set menu. I don't need to go through this. We've been through that, but this is all in the player pack, so you can decide what you want. I was thinking about giving each dish a really cool name, like Reigns of Castamere, but I feel like calling a 3 bean sweet pot chili with rice the Rains of Castamere because you'll be fucking on the bog next day.
The three bean brothel.
Yeah. Nice.
And the flea bottom curry chicken.
Oh, nah, stop about that, mate. Right, let's get straight to Sunday 29th. So the second day on the Sunday, round 4, Fire and Blood, starting at 9:30. Give people a bit more of a lay-in, a bit more chilled out. It's round 5, home and ready. Lunch, which will be Domino's pizza. We'll get options for vegans and gluten-free as well on that as well. And that'll be served with chips. Game of Thrones, prizes and awards from 4 till 5. And it will be out by 6. But obviously you guys can head off when the prize stuff is done. That will leave us and the people that are open to help us pack away to be leaving the venue by 6. And then we'll all be driving home, teary-eyed, wishing it hadn't all ended so soon. Which
and looking forward to the next one.
Yeah. Driving away, wishing it hadn't opened too soon. Basically, perfectly describes my bar opening times midday and 6. Obviously, driving home, be sensible. So the awards and prizes, we've gone for a little bit. So the gaming awards and prize will be given for the following categories. So painting awards and prizes will be given for best painting army. There's loads of other stuff as well on the best painting stuff, which is listed lower down. The best painting army must be the whole army used on the day. So we're looking at 2 lists there. So if you've got that one model you're thinking about painting but can't be bothered yet, get it done because you don't want to be let down by the fact you've got 1 miniature unpainted on the day. We will probably put that to a player vote. So we're going to be looking probably to select 4 or 5 armies, put them out on display, and then do a player vote on it. And then for the winner of best painted, they'll be invited to come and film and discuss their army with EAGT miniatures for a special episode of Hobby and Hangout. So we'll have prizes for first place, second place, third place, most sporting opponent, which we voted on the end of each day. Now the reason I've done it voted at the end of each day is that you get 2 opportunities to vote, which then means we get more votes, which means it's more likely to get a winner rather than 2 winners and a roll off. But hopefully everyone will get voted for 4 times, which is impossible. So I can't believe I just said that, but why not? Obviously, most best sporting will be given free entry to our next event, as we always do. Most sporting is such a massive thing for the EAGT events because it's really what our stuff is all about, right?
Yeah. You want the best players, as in not necessarily best as in competency on the table. You want the best players to have the best crack with, right?
Yeah, 100%, mate, 100%. Wooden Spoon, last place with 6 completed games. Best in club with details on the next page. Best in faction sponsored by Titan Trays. Best award sponsored by Arts Opus. Stuff we've already covered in this episode. Next up, we have Best in Club. We are here. We are brothers here, holy brothers, sworn to the realm, to our God, and to each other. Forest of Mir. I don't know if he actually said that. I've never met him, but it sounds like something you might say. So yeah, again, this is just a summary of what we need. It's got the right date on this one, 6th of June. So we'll make sure the affiliation is locked in by the end of the 6th of June, and we'll then contact people or chase people if we haven't got some bits and pieces from you to get your logo stuff for the trophies. But yeah, really looking forward to that. Cool. And then next up we have how games are scored. I ain't going through that, you already know. I ain't going through the Song of Ice and Fire stat stuff. You already understand how that goes together. But yeah, just please do read it and understand, because we can't change stuff after you've submitted your lists. That'll be it, because we can't let you change stuff after it's submitted, because if we let you change it after submitted, you know exactly what's been going on, and there's an element of tailoring and tweaking going on we can't be allowed to be doing. Then what you need to bring. Now this is a very important page, because even I cocked this one up. I cocked this one up when I became a Welsh Grand Tournament champion. Have I told you I won that?
Once or twice, mate. Yeah.
Nice.
2 years that's been going on now, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not Welsh GT champion anymore, but I mean, I used to be someone. So yeah, bring all your stuff basically. You guys, you aren't stupid. You know exactly what you need to bring to a tournament. You need to bring your list, your cards, your stuff, and your terrain, your tactics boards, your objective cards, your rulers, your dice. Honed and Ready has got walls in it, so make sure you bring some walls. Because if everyone turns up with no walls, we've got no castle. Honed and Ready becomes a bit more complicated. And all your stuff can be found at the Song of Ice and Fire link on there as well. Yeah, there's not much to be. Yeah, Brian did used to be Warden of Northamptonshire. You're Warden of Northamptonshire now, aren't you?
I know. It makes me proud seeing Brian in there, my squire, Brian the squire.
Does do you think he's as good a squire as Steve was?
Do you know what? I don't know. I don't lord it up over Brian like he did Steve. I need to step up, I think.
Yeah, that's only because Brian Chinya.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking get his army spear wives out on you. Awesome. Round pairing. So again, guys, this is just copy and paste from the stuff that we normally do. So make sure your affiliation is perfect, so we don't get clubbed with team members. What I will do on a day, because we have had it before where team members have been paired. If I will say it on a day, but basically after I draw the first round, do not lock your lists in until I've made sure that we've got no club pairings. Because the last thing I want is you to drive all the way from, Poole or up north to come and play and end up playing the blokes you've driven down the car first round. After the second round, the club pairings will be gone, so we'll be playing whoever you get drawn against. But make sure that is right again, because I can't change it if you haven't. I can't tweak it if you put the wrong affiliation in there. Yeah, it's pretty standard stuff. When your rules disputes, guys, you know the rules. Work out between yourselves. If you can't, check the FAQ. If you can't check the FAQ, then please do call over a judge to make a ruling on it. But you guys know these rules by now. You understand this how the mechanics work. Third-party spectators and other players should not be used to provide rulings. That's just standard rulings. You can't ask someone else that's just walking around, because if it's your mate, he's going to likely side with you. Please read through the most up-to-date FAQ before you come to the event. And at the time of typing, Alison Hightower and Rhaenyra Targaryen are fucking broken as fuck, so you can't use them, and they're not legal because that's what Simon said, and that's what I'm saying. We may make additional rulings on the day. It's never happened before, but we leave this text in there just in case there is something that we definitely feel is wrong prior to the event that we need to address. But it's not normally something that we have to do. Rules, disputes, and round pairings. Carl, anything to add, mate? I feel like I'm taking over the show here.
Well, it's your show, mate. No, nothing to add. Nothing to add. You crack on, sir.
Nice. Then next up, we have timekeeping and game etiquette and good sportsmanship. So timekeeping, we're not running chess clocks. We don't feel the need for it. We've never felt the necessity to push people to finish. We'll give you a call 15 minutes to the end, not start a new round, and that's your sort of call to start wrapping the game up. We won't be allowing players to overrun. The finish time is a finish time, because that allows the day to flow. Bear in mind that the last game finishes as the entertainment starts, so we can't allow you to overrun, unfortunately. So go into it at full sprint and get your game done. Obviously, just standard timekeeping stuff. Other than that, good etiquette. Basically, this is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines of text. It basically equates to don't be a knob.
Yeah. Should have just put that.
Yeah. It's only to our soldiers. Don't get bent out of shape over it. If you need to call someone over, call someone over. I don't want bad feelings and arguments over the day. Just come and give us a shout. We'll discuss it. We'll give you our reasons, and obviously the judge ruling is final. Yeah. We'll be streaming.
All good stuff, mate.
Yeah. We'll be streaming Top Table. As always, there was a little bit of discussion around this. One of the other events we've run. If you're unhappy being filmed or streamed, just tell me, and I'll switch tables around. People are always happy to be on stream, so I can move you about. The only one that we're insistent is on stream is Top Table at the final game, because obviously that is one that people are going to want to watch, because it's obviously, well, at that point it should be top level players. I mean, when I won in Welsh GT, that last game was really important and should have been streamed, but it wasn't. But it was only because it was only because I wasn't on Top Table, was I? James was there with with Jacob, which is probably a better game really, but you know.
It's got more about him, mate, isn't he, basically?
He has, mate. He has. Well, he has. Well, not so much height, but definitely he's got he's definitely
Gravitas.
more about him as a person. Yeah, yeah. He definitely holds himself better than I do. I'm just a blubbering, stuttering mess normally.
Yeah, he didn't feel the need to submarine his way through the day, did he?
Mate, you do submarining. It's all about submarining. So yeah. Yeah, again, so if you're unhappy being streamed, tell us. Unless it's top table last game, in which case we can't change that. We need to better stream that one. But other than that, we're not overly fussed about who's on there. I might actually rotate around anyway and just get some nice painted armies on there. And please do check out the. Go on.
Are you watching the chat? Look, it's kicking off already. Brian's calling out senior Dan Toon Senior.
But is it senior?
Is it senior? Talking of dickheads, it must be.
Yeah.
Is Tooney attending? I think, Brian, you've actually got Dave, Dan, and forget the
Matthew.
Matthew.
No, I don't think Matthew's bought a ticket yet. There is talk of him potentially coming, but definitely Dan and Dave though.
Yeah, Clan Toon will be in attendance.
Yeah, the bad wargamer crew they are. BAD. Barking. I've been told it's barking and dagenham, not balls and dicks. Nice. Right. Anyway, right. So yeah, that's that. And do check out the channel, subscribe to the channel because we'll be giving updates as we go. Looks a bit like Grandad playing Fools and Horses. It does a little bit, yeah. Useful links. So we've got the EAGT's YouTube channel there, the EAGT's Facebook, the Best Western Hotel website, Titan Trays, Artis Opus. Again, very, very thankful for those guys stepping in and supporting the event. Obviously, the EAGT's Tour Council, Tournament Arguments email. This is the link to the WhatsApp community, so jump on that, jump into WhatsApp it's not only EAGT, UK Nationals in there, you've got all the other more local events we run in there, and the UK Song and Wi-Fi Discord, which isn't purely UCATS, that's just UK Song and Wi-Fi Discord, one place where people can keep up to date with other grand tournaments, including Southern Grand Tournament, Northern Grand Tournament, Scottish Grand Tournament, and GT Cymru. I don't know if I said it right. I hope I'm getting it right, and I'm hoping that Kieran's listening and will tell me if I'm doing it wrong. So that's really cool, then. So that's that.
You just embarrassed yourself as former Welsh champion. You can't even pronounce the name of the tournament you won.
Well,
bad times, mate.
As the ruler of Wales last year, I was going to change. I was going to change it to GT Grand Prix. Was going to be. I was going to go with that. Never worked out in the end. Right.
No.
So that's us covered everything. Hopefully that's answered any questions you might have. We haven't had any question in the chat other than the terrain thing, but yeah, it's chosen terrain. And again, if you guys got any more questions, please do email across or comment on our social media, and we'll make sure we jump to it. But yeah, there are very limited tickets available now. I think there's only 5 or 6 tickets left. So make sure you jump on there. If you bought a ticket, make sure you sign up the stats. Yeah, there's no time like now. And as of today, we've now got Kieran Scadden is playing in the EAGT as well.
Nice. Yeah, if you have got any friends that are sort of on the fence about coming, talk them into it. It's going to be one of the best events we've ever done by a long shot, and it's yeah. I mean, I know it's taken a lot of time and effort behind the scenes to get sorted, but honestly, we're buzzing for it. We can't wait to see everyone.
Yeah. I mean, we talk a lot about, so we get together and sort of work out how to sort of how we're going to make this work. And one of the questions that's come up is how do we make it better if we do this in 2026? And it's a good problem to have, right?
It's a good problem to have indeed. Yeah. But these events are only as good as the people that turn up to them. And as far as we're concerned, we've got one of the best community of gamers in the country. So, it's a players thing. And thank you to everyone who supported it.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, you guys. I mean, we were completely bowled over by how much people invested in this tournament early on, and it allowed us to really get all our skittles lined up for the bowling ball just being knocked over, because it allowed us to know exactly how much money we had to spend on prize support and things like even things like banners for the walls and things like that. We've got all that. We've got EAGT banners for the door as well. So it's going to look really cool. And yeah, we're really excited about it, and we hope you guys are just as excited as we are.
Yeah,
Awesome. Okay.
absolutely, mate.
Yeah, and if got any of your friends are sitting on the fence, don't know whether or not they want to invest in it, just get them to check out this video. Hopefully, there's enough information here now that they can sort of make their own decision on it, and hopefully, we've sold it well enough that people are excited as we are about running it. But I think, mate, we managed to get it done in an hour, which is quite good for us, isn't it?
We've done very well there, mate. Well done.
Yeah. Yeah, as Brian mentioned, Northern GT next week. Yeah, I'll be coming up to that, Brian. I'll be up there to Northern GT. So it'll be nice to see some of the DMG guys. Let's sign us off here then. So yeah, again, guys, any questions, send them over, and we'll get to them. This won't be the last episode we do for the EAGT before the event. So we'll be back with some more information, hopefully with some of this stuff that I've sort of hinted at earlier on that I haven't got confirmation of yet, but I'm hoping I will have quite soon. But you guys take care of yourself. Cole, thanks for joining me today, mate. I really appreciate you coming for the conversation.
No problems, chap. Anytime.
And yeah, you'll take care. Don't talk to strangers, and definitely don't take sweets from them. Definitely don't take sweets from them. Take care.
Take care, everyone.